1. We're live. Come on, where's the video? Where's the video? There we go. On the playlist today, we talk about the Nintendo
Double
Direct
Dragon
from September 23rd and some more interesting Nintendo news. So stay tuned to Metro Kingdom Radio and welcome back to the Switch side. And today, welcome. Welcome. That's how I'm going to introduce everything today. Hello, welcome everyone to Metro Kingdom Radio. I feel like it's been a while because it's been about 2 weeks since we've actually had a podcast, but we've been supplying our YouTube channel with stuff for you guys to enjoy. So welcome everyone to Metro Kingdom Radio. It is I, your host, the best by far. It's me, it's Johnny Play Star. And here with 4 of the most directliest co-hosts here tonight. First off, we have ROB the Rob.
Hey everybody.
Pizza MC Chris.
Stick with that.
Hey paisanos, get your Lego Mario block. It's out right now.
Kiyo no Hashi.
Hey guys, Kiyo no Hashi here.
And Reunion.
It's derelict.
Black Mark 7 in the chat. Yo, what is up? Welcome.
What's up, Black Mark 7?
Welcome. Nice to see you over here on Metro Kingdom Radio. I almost called this Pizza Mouse Chips Radio.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool too. We should change it.
I'm down for that. Pizza Mouse Chips Corner.
Hey, if you give a mouse a cookie, let's go.
Everybody poops.
It's been about a week now, and we didn't get a chance to talk about the Direct, so we have to talk about it now. So, I mean, I know sometimes we like going in order of the Direct, but I think maybe we should just do like the biggest announcements first. So, I think one of the biggest things coming out of here is let's go and talk about
Double Dragon Reign.
Bayonetta 3. Yeah. Finally,
Bayonetta 3
got shown. I know Kiyo is ecstatic right now to want to talk about this. This game was announced in 2017 of the Game Awards as just a crack that shows 3, and we finally get something for it. And I know Kiyo, you want to talk about it. How do you feel about this?
Okay, so full disclaimer, I have never played a Bayonetta game before.
Neither have I.
Oh my god, I am in love and I absolutely want to play this game. Oh, her costume. I can't. It's so cool. Everything about it. I'm so there. I'm 100% there.
Have you played the first 2?
No, I've never played a Bayonetta before. I do like the fake out though with the dog from Astral Chain.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, that was a nice fake out.
Oh, he's from Astral Chain? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of platinum references all across before the fake out.
Yeah.
I think fake out video game trailers might be my favorite thing ever since King K. Rool, and then Banjo-Kazooie, and now this. Like, this is so good. It's I fell in love with the trailer as soon as I saw the dog, because I didn't know that was from Astral Chain. I was like, if I get to play as this dog, I'll be the happiest man alive. I will host panels at anime cons. Kids don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It will be great. And unfortunately, fortunately, something better even happened. Bayonetta showed up, and this will probably be my first Bayonetta game also, just because not only was a trailer, a fake out trailer, it was really cool, it was really fun, but the stuff they showed, them kaijus, man. Ooh, I'm all about them kaijus. So, man,
I'm starting to see a trend here, because I think this also may be my first Bayonetta that I'm going to play too, because I've never so I've played the Bayonetta 1 demo on the PS3, and I remembered enjoying it, but not enough for me to go and get the game. But yeah, after seeing this trailer, I'm with 100% with Kiyo. Like, her hair looks amazing. Like, her whole costume looks so cool. Yeah, and like the gameplay looks great. And then all of a sudden, when she goes and summons her demon hair monster and they start doing kaiju battles, I was like, all right. I'm sold.
Sold. Insta-sold.
I think I need to play this game now. Yeah, spring 2022. I mean, it looks good. I know huge Bayonetta fans are probably like, this is totally worth the wait. And yeah, I'm just hoping that this game, ends up being really good.
Technically, this
Only
game
gonna have a 10-hour gameplay.
Maybe I'll take
I'm,
it.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm
If it's a
fine
good
with
10
that.
hours, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like this game came out early in comparison to Metroid Dread, so we and Prime 4. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said anything. But yeah, I'm down. I'm so down. Also, like, is it me or like we usually when I see trailers of like fan service involving sexy women and they like the close-up shots, I'm usually like, this is stupid, like this is cringy. But when they do it in Bayonetta, it's super cool for some reason. I don't know.
And when she like winks at you, it's
Yep.
like
I was like,
Oh,
that's
dude.
not supposed to work on
like
me.
she's winking at me specifically.
No, dude, I love that
Yeah.
wink when she says like I'm fashionably late, but I'm ready to give you everything you want, and she winks at the camera, and I was like, all right, Bayonetta, give me everything I want. I don't know what it is I want right now, but I just want you to give
But
it
I
to
want
me.
it.
Yeah.
You know, Johnny, she's bound to take her first time, her first time with Bayonetta, so that's the only way to go. I think because she's a super unapologetic with her personality and all that, so I think that's why like she's such a lovable character. Besides her destroying the Smash 4 scene.
Yeah, she has a lot of badassery going on when it comes to her. Like she's just she's a total badass character. Chris and Rob, I mean, I haven't heard you guys talk much about it. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Rob.
Oh no, I don't really have anything to say.
I mean, it looks cool. I think it looked like I never played any of the others. I might have played a demo as well. But like any other Platinum game, they're kind of action RPGs, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I also didn't really get into it. But it looks cool. Answer this if you know. Her clothing and weapons are all her hair, right?
Mm-hmm. Her hair is made of she has magical
That's my
witch
understanding.
hair. So
And
everything she has that she uses, clothes,
everything she
weapons,
has
is all.
And
her
so
hair.
when she goes all out, sometimes the weapons, like the hair, is going all into the weapons, and
not her.
It gets a little bit not a good game for good boys and girls.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it has an interesting thing too, because in the trailer you don't really see her clothes.
Not at all.
Yeah, like her clothes coming off. Like she's still fully clothed throughout everything. So I think Nintendo has totally, sunk their teeth into it to make sure that, because I think Bayonetta 2
It's family friendly.
Yeah, they made it more family friendly, because Bayonetta 1 is a Sega. Like Sega actually owns Bayonetta. And so but then like I guess they didn't want to make another one, and so Nintendo was like, well, hey, how about we fund it and we get exclusivity for it? And so then that's how Bayonetta 2 came about.
True.
And then her being in Smash Brothers, and then same for 3. Like 3 is also Nintendo funded, and it's exclusivity.
So it's Platinum getting help from Sega, getting help from Nintendo.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird little like cross, but it works. And so
maybe her clothes are still there on because she got more powerful and got more hair. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah, her hair is a lot longer in here, so you could
got the kaiju
be
hair,
right.
so.
You could be right, Ryu. Yeah, because even in Smash Brothers, that whole hair thing actually does happen, but it only goes up until her elbows and her knees. Yeah.
Couldn't you just bikini her one piece?
Nah, because otherwise, then we would have.
My Shiranui would have.
My Shiranui would have been in like the background for the King of Fighters map.
She can't even be in the crowd.
Oh,
that 8-bit crowd.
Yeah, but this game looks pretty cool. I think Ryu, Kyo, and I are totally sold on it. I think my girlfriend actually
100% sold.
She was sold on it. She actually bought Bayonetta 1, and she's currently playing it right now because she's just like
Nice.
she wants
Isn't
to prepare
there
herself for 3.
Isn't there a bundle, or is it sold separately for Bayonetta 1 and 2?
So
it's sold separately, huh?
It is. So it is technically a bundle. You could buy it as a bundle, but if you only want to buy just one of them, they automatically discount the opposite one.
So, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you like buy Bayonetta 1, you get like 40% off of Bayonetta 2. So it's essentially like you're buying it as a bundle.
Bayonetta. I love that.
Nice.
Base Bayonetta.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a pretty
Good way to start off the trailer. Good way to start off direct.
It's not how the direct started, but
yeah, I know, but like early on. Yeah.
Okay, so I think the next big topic, and it's unfortunate because these two actually were leaked right before the direct by Nintendo of all people on like in one of their Japanese websites. The next big thing I think that happened in this direct is the announcement of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It is the first ever Kirby 3D game. Kirby's always been relegated to 2D except for like spin-offs.
Or Air Ride, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like with Air Ride or like Dream Course where he could move in a 3D plane, but this is the first time where he's actually like we're getting an actual full-on Kirby adventure in 3D. I think the game looks great. It has a little little Mario Odyssey look to it, you know, still with all the Kirby charm and cuteness that Kirby can afford. And yeah, I don't know. I'm super I'm super excited.
That low budget Kirby. Oh man, he ate up all the funds. No,
it really was post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
this was a weird trailer for it.
I thought it was like
Kirby.
It looked like a Wind Waker cross with like The Last of Us or something. But
yeah, I thought the same thing.
Kirby. It's funny that we got Metroid Dread, a 2D Metroid game recently, and then now we have what we always wanted, a 3D Kirby game. So Nintendo is just letting our dreams come true. But as a Kirby fan, like this is something I've always wanted. I think Johnny feels the same way too. This is something we've always wanted since like Nintendo 64. I mean, Crystal Shards was a 2D game.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Well, it's interesting because the first 3D game, Kirby game, was supposed to come out on GameCube, but I guess they said they just couldn't figure it out or how to make it work, and so yeah, they just never did it. And like I guess they tried to and they just couldn't figure it out, but I guess they finally figured it out. They're like, hey, how about we just kind of make it feel like Mario Odyssey? But
Mario Odyssey solves all problems.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think this looks great. Like I'm glad that Ryu also feels that way. I mean, I don't know if any of you are any big Kirby fans.
It looks great. I absolutely want it. I want more information on it though. It's hard to tell exactly how deep this goes. One of the biggest problems for like older gamers with the Kirby series is that it's too easy. I know that they have difficult Kirby games, but if this is Mario Odyssey, but not challenging at all, then it might not hold like the longevity for us. I can't tell. It really does look like an open world like Mario Odyssey Kirby, and if it has that challenge and if it has that like exploration, then I'm all in.
Yeah.
The thing about this game that because we don't have any info on it. Even the gameplay they showed, like, because there's not like a hub screen or anything.
Can't really tell.
So it makes me wonder, like, is there even a lock-on feature? Because if you can't lock on the enemies and shoot them, then you have to aim manually. But at the same time, that would make it more difficult. So I don't know if I want a lock-on, but I also feel like we should get a lock-on target. I don't know. It just seems weird, like. If you can suck up an enemy and shoot it out, how would you aim it out in 3D space with Kirby? Because it's kind of precise,
There's no lock on for Mario, is there?
No. I don't think there's going to be any lock on. I think because I mean how I feel this game's going to be is it's just going to literally just be like how the Kirby games in 2D are, but instead you're just on a 3D plane.
Right.
Yeah, I would prefer that, to be honest. I think now that I look at it now.
Watching it for the first time, I thought it would be more like Odyssey, but I still, after watching it a few times, I think it's going to be linear still, just in 3D environments.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen too. But I mean, it's still, there's 3D environments is going to be a very interesting thing in Kirby games because, Kirby can really just jump almost anywhere. So like, I could see that they kind of limit him with like a bit of a ceiling. And so like, you're going to be able to test like how far Kirby can go in some of these different directions and maybe unlock different areas. Cause like secret areas is not new to Kirby. So I'd imagine that you'd probably get stuff like that, maybe branching paths.
The only exploration game with Kirby is that one part in Superstar where he's doing the Great Cave Offensive. Which is what I thought it was going to be, but I don't know, because it's out in the open, there's a sky, so Great Cave Offensive, you can't really fly as much. So.
I wouldn't mind if this game actually was a lot like Great Cave Offensive, where everything is just kind of like free roam essentially, right? There isn't really like levels or anything like that. You kind of just walk from one area to another. It'd be kind of cool if this game was like that, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be different worlds that you're doing it here in Kirby The Last of Us. So
this means you can finally fight. You can finally do a Kirby versus God fight in 3D. That'll be interesting.
Well, Kirby 64, you kind of got that.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was one of those things you have to collect everything to unlock that god fight battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Keo, Rob, what do you guys think about this?
That one like spinny tiki head thing
Oh.
is even freakier in this 3D version.
That's what I thought too. I was like, they should have just kept them out of the game.
How about you, Keo?
I mean, I think it looks super cool. I've never, I played like Kirby's Dream Land on like the GBA. Like that was probably the last time I ever played a Kirby game. It looks super cool. I just think maybe it's not for me. It's, seems too similar to Mario Odyssey a little bit. And it's like, I've kind of already had that experience. Maybe not exactly with those same game mechanics, but it wasn't something that I was rushing to pre-order personally.
That is surprising to me. I don't know why I thought you'd like
Really?
Kirby more. I don't know. I thought like maybe you'd be a bigger Kirby fan.
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
too easy.
guys.
It's too easy for her, man.
Yeah, Kirby's too easy.
How much would you guys be willing to pay for this game?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be $60 game, so
yeah, I know.
I would have to say $60.
I shouldn't have got my hopes up.
Yeah, most likely. We can ask for 40 and they'll charge 60 still.
Or 50. Yeah.
They did the 50 thing for Wario, but I don't know.
I will say, like, the last Kirby game I really enjoyed was Kirby Canvas Curse for the DS. Like, that's a very underrated game for sure. Probably the first great game on the DS, now that I think about it.
Never played it.
There was a sequel to that. I mean, there were a couple of them with the
on the
drawing
Wii U,
mechanic,
on the
really
Wii U,
awesome.
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse.
Oh, okay.
You never
All
seen
right.
that one?
Dude, no, I know what that
game...
one is. I never had a. Yeah,
dude. Oh, so I mean, I didn't own the game, but I did play it, and it's just like the animations and everything in that game was just so pretty. I love it.
It's amazing, like how well made tailored he is for that type of style.
Yeah,
he is the ball.
It was claymation. Like, how do you go wrong with claymation Kirby? You know?
Oh, I meant with the gameplay style. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So I think I'll go and move on to the next topic. And the next topic is we're talking about how much you'd be willing to pay for something. Let me ask you guys.
Oh gosh.
How much would you be willing to pay for an upgraded version to the Nintendo Online? because
$5?
we got an update.
You can't see my hand. Oh, there we go.
Let me see. Is there a one next to that zero? $10?
So I think one of the next biggest things that got announced in this direct that for some reason I can't seem to find the video for. Oh, here we go. They said that they're doing an upgrade, some new content for Nintendo Switch Online, and they revealed that we are getting a Nintendo 64 games online and for an upgraded price, as well as Sega Genesis, which was just like totally completely like out of left field. Nobody was expecting that. Everyone was 100% expecting N64, but yeah, Genesis just like, I don't know, I feel like it really sweetened the deal. And this
the Genesis, that was dope.
Yeah, and this N64 lineup, I mean, it's pretty great. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good lineup.
It's a good lineup.
Yeah, here, let's see. We got
it's a great
Mario,
lineup, actually.
So we got Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox, Yoshi's Story, Sin and Punishment, Dr. Mario 64, Mario Tennis, Winback, and an Ocarina of Time. And then confirmed games that will be coming later on: Majora's Mask, Mario Golf, Pokemon Snap, F-Zero X, Kirby and the Crystal Shards, Paper Mario, and Banjo-Kazooie.
You know, I think those are so many great games, but somehow the three that I want weren't included. And I think they're basic games. And I feel like a lot of people would want like Smash Brothers 64. Okay. Right? That's competitive. That's a nice couch co-op. Mario Parties, any of the originals, although I don't know how they get around the whole blisters on your palm thing.
Well,
they'll use a touchscreen.
Coming out with Mario Party Superstars, which is all the N64 boards. Mm-hmm. So they can't release that on the virtual console since they're re-releasing them.
They got to give it like a year.
Maybe they'll wait. Yeah, because we're getting Super Mario 64 after a year after the 3D All Stars. So
I will tell you, if they put Mario Party on, I would be sold 100%.
right?
But
And
right
then the other
now,
one,
with the current lineup, I'm not sold.
right? The
Not
other one is
sold.
Pokemon
Not
Stadium,
sold.
so that we can play the Pokemon Mario Party games, Pokemon Party games.
It's funny
Like, those
because
are really fun.
all the games that you mentioned I see as problematic, and that's
Right.
why they're not
Maybe
on
that's
there.
why.
Yeah, because Smash 64, they don't want to do it because they want you to get Smash Ultimate. You know what I mean?
It's still a top selling game,
and same with Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. I can see them doing 2 only because like that it gets rid of the whole
most
joystick
likely.
thing.
Yes,
But at the
yes.
same time, like Kyo said, Mario Party Superstars has a bunch of Nintendo 64 boards, you know, and on like 100 of the past Mario Party like mini games. So it's like, you know, if you want the Mario Party action, just get the new one. And so
Yeah, all logical, but not really Nintendo logic. But I get it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then with Pokemon Stadium, you
Obviously.
know, like there's really no point
Connection.
other than the mini games for you to like, because you could just get Sword and Shield. You know what I mean? Like that's how I can see how they see it.
I like how Chris says talked about how there's logic and then there's Nintendo logic.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's so true.
None of these things will prevent them from doing that. But I mean, it totally makes sense when we're talking as fans. But they can release. I mean, they have. You've named several games that have active IP right now, and so I don't know. I don't think that just because they have a new version of it, they're not going to release it back then. In fact, sometimes they coincide it.
No, yeah, that's true.
No, it's you never really know with Nintendo, but
I mean,
yeah, it's weird.
Is that the I'm sure they said there's more unannounced games, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll constantly get updated like any streaming service or whatever service.
I mean, I think for me, like one of the games that I feel is completely missing from here is Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah, it's weird that they got
that game.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because
They'll be fine
Banjo-Kazooie's
without it.
here. You know what I mean?
You know a game we're really missing? Snowboard Kids.
Yes. Oh my god, I was gonna say we're missing that.
1080?
1080?
We're missing 1080. We're missing Wave Race 64.
Wave Racer.
Great.
Those
All
those
the
water
extremes.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect
Yeah.
Dark, yep.
Perfect
GoldenEye.
Dark,
Well,
right.
GoldenEye's a little tricky because of James Bond.
Yeah, I
licensing.
mean
I don't know who has it
Banjo-Kazooie
now.
totally opens the door to all these rare games that we're mentioning too.
But you also like, I think Nintendo's trying to get to the point where those Donkey Kong created, those like, I don't know how to say. I think they want to create a separation between the Donkey Kong characters and the rare characters. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't do that. I mean, the only exception is Smash Ultimate, where they shared a trailer and whatever.
I mean,
So.
Donkey Kong 64 is not on here yet either. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I'm sure that one will get announced. Especially since nothing was done for Donkey Kong 40th anniversary yet. So
yeah,
Who cares
We
about
can get
Donkey
any
Kong?
of the wrestling games,
nah,
which
it's never
is
gonna
a
happen.
great console for it.
It's never
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
It's possibly never going to happen, but you never know. Wasn't there like a Japanese one that was similar gameplay but not WWF?
Fire Pro?
I don't know.
Like Fire Pro, I don't know if that was ever on N64, but I know what you're talking about, Chris. But I don't believe that any like that one's gonna come either.
Was it 2D or 3D?
Wasn't Bomberman on there? The
Yeah.
3D Bomberman?
Yeah, see,
Oh.
Bomberman 64 is not on here, but it could totally
Oh.
happen. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how Nintendo, they're slowly just becoming like this third party, like everyone be friends with me again. You know, like we haven't seen that since like Super Nintendo or Game Boy, I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess DS, they have a third party, but still, like they're getting all their homies back. The boys are back in town. So
But another interesting thing too, right, is the Genesis that's coming here too. So we got Castlevania Bloodlines, Contra, was it Hard Corpse? I don't remember what that title is. Dr.
Hard Corpse, yeah.
Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Echo the Dolphin.
which is just Puyo Puyo Pop, right?
Yeah, it's just Puyo
Yeah.
Puyo. Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes, awesome. Musha, Strider, Streets of Rage 2, Sonic 2, Shinobi 3, Shining Force, Rise Star, and Phantasy Star 4. So this is a pretty good like Genesis lineup. Like a lot of these are games that I loved playing on the Genesis, like Sonic 2 and Streets of Rage. So even
But
Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah. Well, the only complaint is that like I couldn't really see the games when they showed it. I wish there was like some sort of magnifying glass that I could buy to kind of like look into the screen. And
Yeah,
light it up for
that'd be nice. A
$50.
window or something.
Yeah.
Even if I have to pay for the subscription 4 times to get it, that would be I'd be willing to do it.
I want to play all Shining Forces. I Actually, no. That's sorry. For some reason, all the Shining Forces were on one game. They're so stupid. Why would I?
Yeah.
Why would I buy 4 of the same?
Come on, guys, stop messing around. You all know you want to replay Echo the Dolphin, okay?
Yeah, I kind of do.
I mean,
maybe actually.
Have you ever played? Wait, okay. Raise hands. Has anyone here actually played Echo the Dolphin?
I didn't understand it, but
right? Isn't it so good? It's like a confusing ass game.
There's a sequel also, by the way.
What?
Game is so confusing.
I don't know why, but I never played it at home. I always played it somewhere else. Like there were places that I went to that had it for whatever reason.
I'm not losing my dignity paying money to play as a. Why is that game popular? Like, how did that game?
I don't even know. You literally
was it Free Willy? It was Free Willy.
For the game to start, you literally have to jump up out of the water, and then like a tornado takes all the your dolphin friends, and then you just are dropped into the ocean, into the vast blue ocean, and they don't tell you anything on what to do. It's like Zelda 1, except you don't get a guy with a sword that gives it to you. Like, it's literally like you're just dropped there, and you're just expected to just figure out where you're supposed to go, and then you have like a health bar that like you constantly have to jump out of the water to regain like air, like oxygen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you're a mammal.
You're a dolphin,
oh,
yeah.
God.
And so
Jeez.
this
game is more realistic than the
God.
penguin from Batman Returns. Like that's how realistic this game is.
This game is harder than any of the Dark Souls games. Let me tell you, like it's it was not an easy.
You're talking
game.
Lion King era game, you know. I will say, you said Rise Star is playable. Rise Star is
on there. Yep.
I definitely want to play that game because I saw some speedruns for it. Backstory, that was supposed to be like the original Sonic the Hedgehog from the same creator. Really great looking, really great platform game. So it's pretty much like, think like ARMS, but with 2D platforming and good.
Wow.
A big question though. How many of you are going to get any of these controllers?
Oh,
maybe that Sega one. Just
the Sega one, yeah.
To see Sega and Nintendo on the same product.
I actually I have the same thinking, but in America we're getting the 3-button Sega Genesis controller, and in Japan they're getting the 6. I actually might buy the 6 if I can somehow get that. I'd probably buy that one.
I'll probably get the 6 also if I could. Yeah.
I don't know how I did it, but I did have that one as a kid, and it made all the difference because I had a Super Street Fighter 2.
Oh yeah.
Super Street Fighters on here, and it makes a difference because you had the 3 punches and the 3 kicks.
Also, I think the layout is pretty nice compared. Like, I don't know if how much it changes, but because I think the buttons aren't too big. Maybe I don't remember how it looks, but I remember using the 6-button one. It's very similar to similar to the Sega Saturn controller, I guess. You know, Sega they have a history of having comfy controllers. I feel like they made it kind of like big but not too big. I guess the Dreamcast is probably the only one where I'm like, that's kind of weird. But yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Dreamcast.
Know. I mean, that N64 controller, I don't know. Like, it's like, I stare at it and I'm just like, it's $50. But at the same time, Star Fox 64 is going to feel awesome playing on that thing again.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say, because it's probably only gray. But if you want to play multiplayer, you're gonna have to get multiple, and then you'd want different colors. It's just a slippery slope, right? So I don't know. I'd probably just be scared to get one even.
Well, Black Mark in the chat said he wished there was a clear wireless to clear controllers. I would okay with that. Like that's the most iconic N64 controller. Like, it's like kind of like those clear Game Boy or Game Boy Advance looking ones systems. So like. It's funny how that was a thing. Like, I guess Nintendo and Apple have so much in common. There's like G4 computers and iMac computers, right? I forget what they're called, but that was, that early 2000s, late 90s, like bright, see-through transparency tech. So I would be definitely more willing to buy that. But that Genesis controller is timeless.
I'm kind of surprised at the love for the Genesis controller here instead of the. I wouldn't say love for the N64 because that controller is really weird, but it is very nostalgic, and I don't know. I feel like some of these games might feel better being played with it, but not all, obviously.
Genesis has a great controller, but not a great looking system. I don't like the way the system looks. It looks like the car that Homer designed from The Simpsons.
It's interesting too because all these games are going to have online connectivity too. So just so it's pretty sweet being able to
Mario
play,
Kart 64,
Mario Kart online.
Right. I think
like
they'll
we
control,
don't already.
They'll control perfectly fine. I think the weird ones would be when there's like camera controls with the C buttons.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. I feel like most.
So the question is, how much are you willing to pay?
Yeah.
So the Nintendo Online, is it like 36?
It's 20 right now. It's 20 for individual.
For the family, it's like
family's 35. Yeah.
For a year.
It goes on sale all the time.
Yeah.
If it's a year pass, like I wouldn't mind paying $10 more. Honestly, I wouldn't mind paying if it's for a full year.
My guess is it's going to be $10 more for the individual. Yeah, and maybe even for the family. Maybe the family would jump up to 45, which I mean, I still think is pretty good. I have no really complaints there.
You could do 7. Is it 5 or 7? It's a lot of people on one account.
It's 7 on one account.
That's a ton of people. I mean, if you can get like even just half of that, 3 or 4, that's cheaper than the individual.
Yeah. I hope it's not just games though. I hope there's something else than just improved virtual library, because that should have been a given from the very beginning. I mean, Genesis is great. That's not a given, obviously, but there needs to be more, some sort of, even if the internet speed isn't, or internet connection isn't better, at least make like the quality of life better, I guess. I don't know. Do something, try something, please, Nintendo. Try. You don't have to succeed, just try.
What do you want them to do? I mean, the whole idea is that you just get to play online with friends and you just get a bunch of like games to play with your subscription. You know what I mean? Like, like Tetris 99 and.
But like some sort of universal chat room, I guess. Like you could chat before playing.
Features, right? Quality of life online features, stuff that PlayStation and Xbox have, even Steam, that Nintendo is just pretty far behind. It's getting better, but it's still bare bones, and people do complain. Even if it's $15, people still complain that it's not anywhere near the others. I also think that Nintendo is like uniquely positioned to bring back a bunch of old games that we never played. Either they've been stuck in Japan and never been localized, or that they prototyped and never released, like with that Star Fox 2. Like if they continue to do that and made it, every 2 months we get something crazy like that, that would be cool. Because other platforms, they get free games, like new games every month, and Nintendo's is just here's a couple of old Super Nintendo games every 3 months. It's not as exciting.
Because also it's kind of deceiving, because it's like we're paying for online, but this feels like a virtual console package that we're paying for, like a subscription, which is fine. But it's like, if you're gonna call it online, don't make the main deal the library, because But anyways, speaking of Star Fox, if you guys are fans of Star Fox, definitely check out Sin and Punishment. It's pretty much Star Fox on the ground.
Yeah. It is.
Really great game. Super hard though. It's way harder than Star Fox, and because it's arcadey.
That's the one that's Japanese only, right?
Yeah, it came to the Wii. That's when I played it. And it's made by Treasure. Treasure, I think.
I love Treasure.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I love Treasure.
Gunstar Heroes is also made by Treasure too, on the Genesis.
That's right. Yeah.
For Sin and Punishment, you would need to download the Japanese version of Nintendo Switch Online, probably.
I
for the Wii, I didn't do that. So
because did they translate it on the Wii one? Because I had the Wii one too, and I can't remember if it was translated or not.
I think they did. I don't remember.
I think just like maybe the main menu is translated. I don't believe like the whole game is, because all the voices, everything is still Japanese. I remember that.
But it's not really too necessary, I guess.
Yeah, it really isn't. I mean, because a lot of the action, it's like what he said, it's just Star Fox but on the ground, so you don't really need all that. But I guess it would be better if it was translated, so you can at least get some of the story in there too.
I just assumed because with Super Nintendo and NES, the libraries are slightly different.
Yeah, there is.
NES Online. So I figured that was one of those, but maybe not.
No, yeah. I mean, because I mean, we have like what Panel de Pon on there too, but then that game is not translated, but it is in the Nintendo. It's on the U.S. library.
American. Cool.
Yeah,
got it. It could be.
I don't know.
One other interesting callback. So, did you guys see what they named the service?
Yes, the expansion pack.
You guys like that?
Yeah, that's so
I
cool.
totally got that too. I was like,
unfortunately,
funny.
they didn't take out that C. they should have taken out the C and just called back to the.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing too.
I understand. I mean, I understand why you couldn't, because it looks better. It looks better as a logo, I guess, with the C. But like, it would have been cool if they went all out with like, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a nice little callback.
That's when you know it costs $10 more, man. Because wait, how much was the expansion pack? I'm just kidding.
It came with like.
It came with Star Fox.
It came with Donkey Kong.
It came with Donkey Kong.
Rumble Pack came with Star Fox. I forgot.
Rumble Pack came with Star Fox.
Yeah, it came with Donkey Kong. What the expansion pack was literally was just it just gave the N64 more RAM. That's all it did, yeah. So that it could like run bigger games, like Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong totally needed it.
That's amazing that they did the expansion. The Rumble Pack in 64, because like we take it for granted now.
Yeah, that controller better. That N64 better like Rumble.
That's literally a gimmick.
I still wanted to have that weight
forever. Like it's probably gonna bypass motion.
Yeah, even like 3D TVs and all that. That Rumble just stayed. It's so true.
Yeah. Now it's in what 4D cinema? I think it's called 4D cinema.
Well, speaking of cinema, Ryu.
Oh my goodness.
The big topic is the one that I've been excited to talk about.
Double Dragon.
Miyamoto came out, and we all thought that he was going to give us some Mario announcement. We thought that he was going to talk about like a new Mario game, right? When you saw him, did you think that?
I was
I didn't think he was, honestly, because he's not the director for the Odyssey game. So
right, yeah. I was
who's the Mario director now? No, the one from EAD. Koizumi, yeah.
I was expecting him to talk about the Nintendo Land, which we did get about, but anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and he goes and gives us a release date. We're getting the Mario
new Double Dragon movie
on December 21st, 2022. Just a little more than a year, guys, and we're gonna finally get this movie. But he goes and shows us some great announcements right after. He gives us the voice acting cast for the Super Mario Brothers movie, and guess what? We have one Chris Pratt as Super Mario. And at this point during our reaction, Rob left his video. He left our live stream, but I was there laughing the whole time.
Much like I'm doing now.
I mean, I think right here, this is probably the most controversial pick out of everyone here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like I could see Chris Pratt doing a good job per se, because I did enjoy him in Lego Movie. So every time I think about this, I'm thinking Lego Movie. I'm not thinking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
But it's still his voice.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
So
that's why they call them voice actors, right? Like I agree.
He's
like,
not a voice actor.
I see Lego Movie Chris Pratt, and I see like Jurassic Park Chris Pratt as very different people. And then I also see Guardians and like Parks and Rec. He can play different roles. Like, you don't have to like him, but I think he could. It depends on what they give him for the voice.
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, we don't know what he's going to do for the voice. Is he going to go straight on Italian? Is he going to go Brooklyn? We don't know. And it's really dependent on that.
Yeah, I'm banking on him maybe kind of getting a little Brooklyn accent-y. Like just a bit. Like that, to me, that's what I think he might do.
Yeah, I'm jumping here.
I'm out.
But I'm just saying, like everyone is so going like, oh, come on, he doesn't sound Italian. He's not Italian. Well, Charles Martinet isn't either. But like, you know what I mean? It's like we had Captain Lou Albano be Mario in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and even though he's actually Italian, he sounded. I thought he sounded great. So I mean, I get this whole idea of like Chris Pratt. But I don't know. I'm willing to give this guy a chance because one, I mean, Miyamoto chose him, and it seems like he did. I mean, like, in my opinion,
I don't know about that.
I don't know. He was saying how he was saying how cool Chris Pratt was, and how just like he was really excited. I don't know.
He chose the money
cue cards for him.
He chose the money that would print out. That's what he chose. Yeah. So my issue, so I've seen the only movie I've seen. Oh, actually, I've seen Lego Movie and Onward. And Chris Pratt's in both of them.
That was good.
Tom Holland's also in Onward. I actually forget that because
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he is, right?
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah.
Onward is
Disney.
Pixar. Yeah. But shouts to Onward. That's my favorite ending in the Pixar film.
It's really good. Really
It's
good.
really
Okay,
good. Like
talk about the Mario
yeah.
movie.
Anyways,
Onward.
it's not that I think that Chris Pratt, actually all these voice actors, I think they'll all do a fine job. Because Mario is not like a multi-dimensional character, really. Like it's the voice, we can all kind of do the voice, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is,
I think
Charles Martinet, first of all, he's the perfect Mario, but obviously there's no brand power, and that's kind of my issue. Is that in like in sports, like let's say you're a college athlete and you play basketball and you're the best college basketball player. If you get to go to the majors, right? You get to be the first round pick. If you're a voice actor in television, you're the best voice actor. You don't even have a shot at this, and it's so sad because I'm like, we could have the best voice actors for a Nintendo franchise that we love, or even an animated movie, but now like they don't even have a shot because you have to be a live action actor first. And this goes back to Robin Williams in Aladdin, which is why they had beef with each other, because he's like, I want to play this character, but I don't want you to use me as a brand for Aladdin. And obviously Disney was like, dude, it's Robin Williams. We're going to sell your toys and put your name on everything. And then since then, actors have been headlining movies, but it just makes me sad whenever I see that, because I'm like, Chris Pratt wouldn't have got that job if he was only a voice actor. Think about that. If he was only a voice actor, he wouldn't have a chance at Mario. So.
Oh, what were you going to say, Kyo?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, they need the pull of both the Mario franchise and A-list celebrities, right, to really get this movie, to appeal to a mass audience. So I mean, it's not like it's this like insane brand and they can use whatever voice actors they want. It's like, yeah, Mario is huge, but they need the pull of A-list too. So
I mean, that's just the way the industry is now. It's not even
really
it's not up to them. Yeah,
it is really sad because there are so many great voice actors out there that just don't have a shot anymore, and it's like it's all about A-list celebrities doing voiceover, which makes me sad. I mean, they're good, but there are some fantastic voice actors out there that'll never get a shot because they need the brand name attached to it.
What were you gonna say, Chris? Sorry.
Well, maybe Johnny can speak to this more, but there is at least one pick who is more well known for being a voice actor and not an A-lister.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll just go down the list really quick. So yeah, Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach,
she has the eyes.
Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad.
Yeah, like if you told me that Anya girl was gonna be like this was a live action movie, oh perfect.
Yeah, she's perfect for a live action.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't believe running through so fast because all of these are insane. Jokes. They're so crazy.
Well, because you want. Oh, okay, so I mean, the one I think you're talking about is Kevin Michael Richardson. He is going to be the voice of Kamek, and he is a voice actor.
Kamek.
Like this guy's an actual he's mostly known as a voice actor, and so
he has a deep voice, right?
Yeah, he has anything that you hear like a
You've
really
probably
super
heard
deep
his voice
you've
before.
heard his voice somewhere. Yeah. But sorry. But my thing here about and it's something that I brought up when this movie was first announced, guys, is when we were saying that it's going to be a Mario movie, is Charles Martinet going to do it? I said no, because I have said this before that Mario and made the argument with Diva from Overwatch. They are voice clip character. They are voice clip voices. Charles Martinet as Mario is great when he's going Yahoo! Oh yeah, when he's doing all that. But if you're telling me that I'm gonna hear him do Mario for an hour and a half to 2 hours, I don't think I can take it, because because you remember, you guys all saw the WarioWare thing when Wario was talking. Oh yeah, I'm making games here. Yeah, that's Charles Martinet too, right? And it's Wario talking, iconic voice, but with all those full lines of dialogue, I couldn't stand it. It was just like, oh, this is way too much. It just doesn't work, and I just don't see how in a Hollywood movie Charles Martinet can't voice Mario for that long. Because it's going to be too grating. It's just not going to work,
Well, that's why I always thought these Nintendo properties would be well with aiming more towards like not a silent film, but like closer like Wall-E, you know, where they don't have to have much lines, but obviously they're not going to do that because that's kind of a risk.
Yeah,
even Wall-E is a risk, you know,
because
so
Mario has to talk. He's the main character, so it has to be somebody that you can listen to his voice for 2 hours.
Main character never talks in movies.
I would actually like it if like,
games.
everyone talked around Mario and Mario's like, oh, okay.
Okay. Hey.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
all
so,
right.
So basically every Mario game
Let's
ever.
go.
Yeah. You know,
I don't know, but
we all know Link has to talk.
All right, so like, yeah, let's just go through this list of characters. Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, great. You know, I think everyone loves her right now, especially because of how awesome Queen's Gambit was.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah. So
I haven't watched that show. Maybe I should.
Oh, dude,
it's really good. Get
so
on it.
Good.
I'm tempted to watch. I've seen scenes from it. I'm like, oh. I don't watch TV shows. I don't really watch TV shows. Much,
it's really funny because out of everyone that was casted here, I feel like she's the most normal one when it comes to the casting. Like, because everyone here at this point, is off the wall or just it's gonna be hilarious.
Wait. So, what do you think her voice is gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be her normal voice or a high pitched Peach style?
It's going to be her voice, but I think slightly higher pitched. I think that's what we're going for.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll be higher pitched, but I think it'll be more royal. I think they chose her because she has that accent that like she can do like a royal accent. I'm guessing.
I see it.
Oh, yeah.
Like class, like more with more class, right? Yep. Like, got it. Charlie Day as Luigi.
I'm so excited. I lost my mind at that. I think he's gonna be a great Luigi because he's so good at like hysteria. And, like, I feel like that is Luigi.
Yeah, the memes that came out of this one were fantastic.
They just turned the dial up on that like wimpiness of Luigi, and Charlie Day is the perfect guy to do it. What's up, Rob?
The funny thing is, if you stuck around after hearing Chris Pratt, a good chunk of people were really gone after they saw Charlie Day come in.
Mm-hmm.
In a bad way?
Yeah, they jumped ship. A whole bunch of people would have jumped ship at Charlie Day. Charlie Day's voice, it's either you're okay with it or you can't stand his voice.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
I'm on the latter side. I can't stand Charlie Day's voice, but I think he'll do a good job as Luigi.
I honestly think this casting is fine. I think it got better as it went down the line.
Yes,
so,
it absolutely got much. It sold me the farther along it got.
Yeah, honestly, Charlie Day. When I thought of him, when I first saw him, I thought of that scene where he's pointing at Pepe Silva on the whiteboard. He's like,
yes.
I just remembered him like I just imagined him being Mario.
A lot of these are comedians, and a lot of them are known for their improv in their shows and actually being able to have like bring comedy to it. So I feel like that's going to actually make this a legitimately funny comedy if they give them the chance. And it's not like, here's a hard script. But how could you do that? How could you do that with Jack Black or Seth Rogen, right? Like they're going to give you one-liners that are hilarious.
But when it's voice acting, you don't really get to
you do
jump off the script so much.
You do because they animate based off of the recorded audio.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why Shrek, like when they changed the accent or whatever, they had to redo the whole entire movie, or the first Shrek movie. But anyways, Aladdin, that's how they started off with the animators drew Robin Williams stand up around him
he improv that entire song.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike me.
Oh really?
That was like entire song.
Can we just get Whose Line Is It Anyway in the next Aladdin movie?
Love it.
I also 100% expect Luigi to have something to do with ghosts. I don't know why. I feel like it's gonna happen. There's gonna be some type of ghost scene. Jack Black is Bowser.
Yes.
Another far out take, but I think it works. I think it's going to work. Bowser is gonna.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're probably gonna have to add an effect to his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna add a bit of an effect to his voice, or at least when he's yelling. When he's yelling, I think, because I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna have like kind of like a personality of just like he just gets hot really like easily, like maybe not too much like Hades from the Hercules movie, but like similar.
Question.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you think they're gonna give him a musical number?
I really hope so.
Yeah.
They're going to give him a musical number.
I'm
you already got the
Jack
top
Black
hat.
dirty if they didn't.
I'm starting to wonder if like people in this movie are gonna get musical numbers besides Jack Black. Like maybe we might get 2 musical numbers.
Like if you're Bowser and you live in Valley of Bowser, how do you not have a musical? Come on, like yeah, I remember how
it goes. Could be really good.
Yeah.
I would say, speaking of Bowser, the one thing whenever I imagine like a live like a 3D animated Mario movie, the one thing I just want so bad is for Bowser to be depicted as, yeah, he could still be evil and like crazy and angry, but for him to be depicted as like this really loving father, like for Bowser Jr. And he'll do like anything to make his, like Sunshine, right?
That's
like he's willing to do anything. Yeah. So it's probably in the next movie, but I really hope like they establish a way to make him lovable, because I don't want him to be lovable in the next movie. He actually is a lovable character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fully expect one scene in this movie with Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek going like, Your Highness, Mario just walked away with the princess, and then he'll just be like, what? Like he'll just have like some crazy freak out about like Jack Black scream, and then maybe blow fire out of his mouth. Like I don't know. I feel like something like that has to happen.
There's gonna be a Luigi Mario Kart scene where they scream in midair.
Yes, that's
double dash. They're all in the car like.
That'd be a cool scene, actually.
Right?
A chase. Yeah, a car chase scene.
Bowser's like, oh, you think you get away? Blue Show, go.
Keegan.
Mario.
I think this is the most ridiculous one for me. Although I love Keegan Michael Key, I would have never thought of this casting.
Right? So like, what is Toad just going to be a smart mouth like?
I mean, he was on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Or is he just going to be screaming the whole time? You know what I mean? Like, is he just going to try to do the screamy Toad voice? Like,
I hope not. I hope he just uses his regular voice. Honestly, I'd be fine with that.
Me too. Me too.
Is there Aaron here?
Yeah.
John Leguizamo, I think he tweeted or he posted something about how he's happy for this movie, but he's a little bit angry that they whitewashed the cast, because they actually went with like Italian and Latino in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like at least we do have some representation for minorities. But like I would be totally okay if it's just like, and no disrespect, but like if Toad's just like a black character, like that would be cool to me.
They could change the skin color. I'd be totally down with that. Like,
yeah,
they'd be fine with that. Yeah.
Imagine if all the Toads talked like Keegan Michael Key.
It'd be freaking awesome.
Every single Toad just sounded like him.
Think if every Toad was voiced by who's the guy who does Kamek?
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah. Just like the deepest really voice.
Fast. Yeah. I mean, although I will say the next casting is the one that had me laughing the most, with Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, because just like, I mean, I love Seth Rogen, but like, it's just like the idea of just Donkey Kong just like, hey, hey Mario.
Yes,
like,
laugh for it.
Yeah,
it kind of looks like him right here.
Right?
I didn't want to say
I was
it,
thinking
man.
the same thing too.
Seth Rogen is the most versatile actor. He can play as what's this guy? Steve, not Steve Jobs. The guy
Wozniak.
Steve Wozniak and Donkey Kong. The two, because there's Mario and there's Donkey Kong and there's Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. He's like the ultimate like compliment to every great icon.
I hope like DK, every scene he's in, DK is just high off bananas or something. Like he needs to just be like exactly like in Pineapple Express or something.
That would be cool if like he was like the chillest dude, but for some reason like he would accidentally sit on a pineapple or a needle, and everyone would just think he's insane. He's like my butt, run!
What if he just is always eating some like random different like a different version of a banana? Yeah. Like you ever had a banana sundae?
It's like
banana bread.
Charles,
you ever had a peanut butter sandwich?
Charles Martinet, they say that he's going to make cameo appearances in the film with other voices.
What are your guesses?
I mean,
maybe Mario.
I think the easiest guess that everyone's going to say is Wario. Like he's probably like, maybe Wario will just be there for a second or two or something. He'll be in there.
Yeah,
I have a big theory on who Charles Martinet could be, and it has a lot to do with I have a theory of how this movie actually is going to be structured and played out, and how all the characters are. I mean, I'd like to say it all here, but I don't know if we have enough time.
Can I say mine?
Yeah.
So there's going to be flashbacks to Yoshi's Island.
Baby Mario.
Yeah, and so they're gonna return. It's return to Yoshi's Island kind of thing to like revisit.
It'd be nice. Speaking of which, if he were Yoshi, I mean, we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
but they might not give it. They might be like a Baby Groot scenario where it's only 1 or 2 words, and so they don't need like a big voice actor for it. Although, Vin Diesel.
Okay, I'm just going to say it right here. I think Charles Martinet is going to be Mario and Luigi's dad. I think he's going to be the original Mario, and he's going to sound like that, and he's only going to play a part in the beginning of the movie, and then like he's just going to be like something that Mario and Luigi bring up throughout the remainder of the movie. But we're going to get to hear the classic Mario voice in the beginning.
That would be interesting
as Mario Senior.
Because that could mean there's an original Donkey Kong too, right?
Yes. And who is the original Donkey Kong? Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong.
He's great.
Oh,
yeah. Do you see where I'm getting here at Ryu?
Because there's generations here.
Yes, so there's generations here. So
and it's kind of like a title that gets passed down. I mean, Bowser might be the only one that's like, and then he's starting his next generation.
Yeah.
With Bowser Jr. So
look, long story short, Mario and Luigi are going to be working for this construction company that their dad used to work for, and their dad was a hero at some point because Cranky Kong, the original Donkey Kong, kidnapped somebody, and this original Mario saved her, right? And then now it's Mario and Luigi is going to still work for the same company with Foreman Spike right here, right? And then Donkey Kong's going to show up and try to cause a stir, and that's when Mario and Luigi try to stop him, but it turns out Donkey Kong doesn't want to live up to Cranky Kong because he just wants to get high off bananas, and he becomes friends with Mario and Luigi, which is kind of what happens in real because Mario and Luigi are friends with the current Donkey Kong. The original Donkey Kong is Cranky Kong, and so they're going with that storyline here. And
Pauline will be like Mario's age, maybe not the original Mario.
Yeah, maybe he could. Yeah, or she could be maybe their mom. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Mayor,
who knows? But like. All I know, but I don't know. That's just how I think, and I think Mario and Luigi are going to be losers in the beginning of the movie who just are always down on their luck, and Mario's like always there to like kind of just be there for Luigi, but then he's just like, come on, man, we just need one shot to be great, and then that's when they stumble upon like some pipes, fall into the Mushroom Kingdom. See that Princess Peach is being kidnapped by some minions, and Toad just like, I don't know, oh my god, somebody help us, like, and then Mario's like, come on, Luigi, we have to help her, and then so they help her, and then boom, that's how Mario, like this whole Mario movie starts. Bowser is just constantly trying to steal Peach,
or all of the original voice actors get together and tell their own version of the story, and that's why they all have different voice actors within that story.
Wow, we've really got off on a tangent.
Yeah.
It's a story within a story.
Theorize for hours.
You're going to see.
Wow.
We have no idea.
Okay, moving on. There's like other stuff I want to talk about on the direct.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff.
I think we made good progress on figuring out what the heck is going on. That's right.
Wait, what's the next thing you want to talk about, Kyo? I'll go straight to whatever it is you want to talk
Chocobo
about.
GP cart.
There's a couple things.
Chocobo?
We'll say that the couple big things were announcements for other announcements.
Oh yes.
So of course, Animal Crossing, we're getting Brewster and the Roost, so super excited for that. And I will say is I hope we're getting something a little bit more than just Brewster and the Roost.
I mean, if it's a
full-on direct. Anyone visited their island? When was the last time people visited?
Yeah, probably a couple weeks ago.
But if it's a full-on direct, yeah, I mean, right? They have to give us more than that.
Just the Roost. It's
been months, maybe a year.
It would be like a big. It better be a big update.
Can I just say I'm so impressed by how much, like, they're still supporting Animal Crossing. Like, I mean, like, I guess I'm not that impressed, but still, it feels like it's been so long since Animal Crossing came out.
Okay, so hear me out. Let me give you my Animal Crossing thoughts.
Do it.
Everything that they included in this past year should have been packaged in the original game.
Okay.
With the way that digital technology is these days, they've had the luxury of taking their time and releasing it and polishing it as the seasons come along. But had this been an old school game, they would have had to package all those events and like swimming and everything in the original game package.
Oh, okay.
So, red, swimming, all the events for that entire year, that should have been packaged in the original game.
That does make sense because a lot of stuff I heard was like, this is returning or this person is returning or, certain quality of life things. Yeah.
Yeah, so all of that stuff, I wouldn't really call those updates. Those should have been included in the original game. So I feel like Brewster and the Roost is like the real first big thing we're getting outside of the normal, yearly events. So I'm hoping for some good things. But I will say right now, if they wanted to pay, do a DLC, I would pay for a DLC if they want to do a major expansion. I would absolutely pay.
Oh no.
Why wouldn't you consider this the same as other updates, as in like it should have been in the original game? Like I don't understand the differentiation.
Okay, so I guess Brewster could have been in the original since he was in the previous game, but just because something's in the previous game doesn't mean that he should have been included. I guess
that's the same logic with everything else, like swimming, in my mind.
But
it's like Dexit. Like anytime there's a new sequel doesn't mean every little feature has to be in there, but you're not alone. I've followed all the subreddits and everything, and everyone's so angry that all of the updates are basically older features that they believe should have been in there from the beginning. It's hard to differentiate between that and this Roost.
So discounting swimming and discounting like Brewster, all the other like events that are like yearly events that recur, those things should have been packaged in the original game. If it was a game that was sold as is, right?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. It's seasonal, and so they're able to control it rather than having people time jump.
Oh, I did want to bring up Castlevania Advance Collection. I probably will pick that up.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that.
That looks like, I mean, all those games are critically acclaimed too. Like, I barely played them.
They're good. I haven't played them all, but I played a few. Well, I mean, I'm gonna wait until after Dread, but yes, definitely gonna play that.
I think the Animal Crossing Direct will probably happen the week after the Smash Direct, because they said airing in October, so I think that's when they're gonna do it. So hopefully we go do that live reaction and whatnot to that guy. Okay, we should just jump into the Smash, right? They announced Sakurai is having his final Super Smash Brothers Direct presentation. Final,
so bad.
Right? 10/5, so October 5th. It's Tuesday for us, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Great. I plan on doing a live reaction to that, but we need to hear it, guys. This is going to be the final one. We're getting our final character.
Can I make a quick comment, actually?
Yeah.
The Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl comes out. It was supposed to come out on the 5th.
Did they really delay it?
And then Sakurai announced this, and then they delayed it to the 8th. I don't know if it's because of this, but it's a hilarious turn of events.
Oh, yeah. They have to add that.
I didn't know. Did it actually get delayed? I thought that was just a rumor. It actually really got delayed?
Well, either way, maybe just Sakurai was maybe it wasn't intentional, but if it was, my God, the shade. It's like, you want to release a Smash clone? Well, how about this? Let's have a Smash announcement for, the biggest announcement.
Yeah, so you delay it to when Metroid Dread comes out. Like, that makes sense.
That's not the same demographic, though.
Yeah,
but,
I guess.
Another one, Mario movies come out the same day Avatar 2's coming out. So that'll be interesting.
Well,
all right.
I know where my movie money's not going.
Star-Lord and Gamora, same day.
Final Smash Brothers predictions then, guys. Like, it's going to be the last time that we can get recorded on video on YouTube of who we think the final Smash character is going to be. I know Ryu and I had just like random, different things, but I just want to hear 2 characters from each one of you. That's all I really want, at the very least. And, if you think, maybe your theories on why they should be or why you want them to be, I just want to hear them. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So I had a full list down, but I'm just gonna try and keep it small. I think I really want either like Paper Mario or Tetra. That's Tetra from Wind Waker, but I'm just gonna say I don't want Paper Mario. Actually, I think I want Tetra. That's who I want. So, but I think what we're gonna get is a third-party character. So. I was going to say Chrono, but I don't think it is because it's Square. They already have a Square character. So I'm going to say Leon Kennedy. I think Leon Kennedy is a great, we don't have that many Capcom representatives, right? Except for Mega Man and Ryu and Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's only 2 franchises. Yeah. I guess that's quite a bit, but I feel like Leon Kennedy represents the Capcom era of the 3D era of Nintendo. So,
all right. Who else wants to go?
I'll go.
Okay, Kyo.
So I'm gonna throw Sora out there, as I've been saying for
Probably
every single DLC pack. I don't think it's likely, and I think if he was the last character, I think people are gonna be real mad.
Really? I think it would actually be a lot of happiness out there.
Kyo,
I think it would be a good way to end it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. No matter who this final character is, someone's gonna be mad.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah.
I don't know. But I'm hardcore for Sora personally. So and that's literally my only pick.
Are we not doing one third party, one first party?
Whatever.
I don't have a first party. Impa.
There you go.
Throw out Impa.
Good choice. So I'm gonna go out on a crazy limb here, okay? Because inevitably I think it's just gonna be a Pokemon, as much as I don't want it to be, but I can see Nintendo doing it. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like I'm prepared to be disappointed in this, just to let you guys know, because it's just I just feel like they're just gonna do that. But there have been rumblings of a certain character, and you could look up to see why the rumblings are legit, even though, you know what I mean, it's like it's all rumors. But Kyo might get her wish, and I'm starting to I don't know if I want to start jumping on this bandwagon that Sora actually might show up. But if Sora doesn't show up, I don't know. I feel like it has to be one of like it's either going to be like it has to be a third party if not a Pokemon. And I feel like Master Chief might just randomly show up, man. I don't know what it is. This Microsoft love that's been happening a lot lately. Like Master Chief is like the big Microsoft guy. A lot of people have been wanting him. I could see.
I want a character with a lot of personality.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I would too. You know what I mean? Like Crash Bandicoot.
I want at least a character that's been on a Nintendo console.
You know what would be the worst case scenario is if it was a character named Gino who's from the new Fire Emblem game coming out.
That was another thing people were saying too. Like, watch it be another Fire Emblem character. Like a new Fire Emblem game coming out. And it's like
At first, Sakurai's like, "There's too many sword characters," and now he's like, "There's too many Fire Emblem characters." I don't know.
Cookie Monster.
But it's like one of those things, right? Like, put a gun in my head. I'm just gonna say, I don't know, a Pokemon. Because I just see it happening, unfortunately, and so yeah, I'm gonna go into this with like low expectations. But I'm just saying, Kyo, don't let that hope die.
But then, which starter would it be? Ooh, it's gonna be Drizzile. It's gonna be Drizzile.
It says it's gonna be a starter.
It's gonna be Cinderace, obviously. Cinderace or Toxtricity.
It can't be Cinderace.
Toxtricity.
They already have Incineroar.
Yeah, they never. Stopped
Yeah, it would have to be a water or a grass type.
And then stop them before.
Actually, it would be so Nintendo to do two fighting types.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's never stopped them before, man. All right, Chris, you're up.
Blaziken.
Or Chris or Rob. You saying it? Rob, who's your Smash character prediction?
It's gonna be Cookie Monster.
No, you can't do that. That's that's not a real prediction.
Cookie Monster / Goku, right?
Fine.
Snorlax?
I'm jumping on the Pokemon wagon and saying Blaziken.
Blaziken?
Ooh. What if Blaziken had speed boosts? That would be the most broken in Smash Bros. Character.
I mean, I guess it could be something from the new games. Well,
and then I'm gonna say it's Inteleon because Drizzile's been the whole Drizzile and Inteleon combo's been screwing with the trading card game community. So
does that have to?
I love how he throws trading card communities up into here. How about you, Chris?
Nothing interesting. It's probably Sora. I personally would be okay with Master Chief or Doom Guy, even though I think Doom Guy has more personality.
Mm-hmm.
But
Doom Guy.
The amount of people it would bring to Smash that are non-Nintendo players, I think that's.
Do we really need those people though?
I mean, we
don't need Pyro, so
we know your thoughts on Steve, but I guarantee you it sold a lot of Smash copies, and more people know Nintendo characters and are Nintendo fans. So I'm okay with it. I would like some type of like culmination, but I don't think there's like I would like a character that represents us as the gamers. I don't think there's anything, but like the closest thing, and it's kind of lame, is Nestor.
No.
But like something that would be like us playing the games, and it's like a Nintendo. It represents Nintendo history.
Yeah, like I was thinking of something like Tetris related. I couldn't think of anything, but Tetris, is that iconic
Tetris
game
man.
that anyone can play. So
yeah, like a
Tetris
gamer
block.
The Tetris gamer or something,
The
and you're
Tetris
like
gamer.
throwing Tetris blocks everywhere. I don't know.
We already know it's gonna be Jonesy from Fortnite, okay, guys? Like, let's not beat around the bush here.
it would have been cool if like there's a character called the Programmer, and it was just like Satoru Iwata. Like,
Yeah.
like, if there was ever like a game, like I usually don't like characters in fighting games that have like they borrow moves from other characters and they're supposed to be like this fusion character because it gets boring after a month. But if they ever did like Satoru Iwata as the programmer and he had all like the different Smash moves that he programmed games for, that would have been sick. I would be okay with that.
I don't know. I can't see them doing a character
Nestor?
that an original character, right? Like,
Well,
for
no,
Smash
I mean
Brothers, but,
like Nestor is not an original character. He's
Yeah.
a throwback,
yeah.
and they haven't done a throwback in a while. Like a
Yeah.
OG Nintendo. Like, who the heck is this?
Because
Instantly,
usually
whoever they put out is going to be famous.
they usually end off a Smash game like that. Not counting DLC, but like Smash Bros. 64 NES, Smash Bros. Melee, it's Game & Watch. Brawl, it's Rob. Smash 4, it's what, Duck Hunt Dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like
yeah, there you
we don't
go.
have our representative for old school yet. I mean, to be fair,
It
we've
was
also-
Piranha Plant.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
There's DLC.
No,
But he was
it was. It was
DLC.
Piranha Plant. Yeah, it was DLC that originally was supposed to be in the game, but they ran
Yeah.
out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of cool, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's really hard to say.
We know who Piranha Plant is. That's the thing.
It's
Like,
gonna be Eggman.
Mean
don't
Bean
know.
Machine.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I also think it would be the best thing to come out of this scenario is I always thought it was weird that it's supposed to be 6, instead of 5 or 7. It just feels kind of weird, but I think it would be cool if it was secretly like 2 characters and one for each for a Western audience, the other one for an Eastern audience.
Maybe like an Echo Fighter. Like-
Maybe, yeah. Well, I was thinking like because some of the trailers you released, like Hero and Banjo in the same trailer, or
I see
yeah,
what
like
you mean.
I don't know, yeah, but that's probably unlikely.
It's
You
not
guys
gonna
were big
happen.
fans for every Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Do you remember the lull after Smash Brothers 4?
Yeah.
And even though you were a Smash fan, it wasn't like you're like a huge Smash fan because there's a lull. Like I'm not ready for that. Like honestly, I'm not ready for this to be the final one. And it's going to be the final one for Ultimate. And because Ultimate's so good and comprehensive, like I don't think we're going to get another Smash anytime soon.
No.
Honestly, I know,
Dude,
I know
you're
I know
talking.
laughing
You're
at me.
talking like you're gonna cry after the
I-
reveal.
I'm gonna cry during the direct.
That's
Okay, Rob.
because
I'm
I
defending
honestly
Chris.
think I might. Out of all of these game announcements, this is one that might make me cry. Just
Mhm.
Yeah.
to that, like I might cry now. Like to know that this is the end of this game and this series that I love so much might not be. Don't you dare.
Well, the thing is, like, if you think about Smash Bros., we actually didn't have to wait long between 64 to Melee, and then between I guess
4 to
Brawl, yeah, Brawl to
Brawl to 4 was
Smash
very
4.
large. It was a really
yeah,
big
Brawl
gap.
because we lasted a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
And then but Melee to Brawl, I mean, it wasn't that long either because I mean,
But there was console jumps. We're not getting a
Yeah.
Switch
Sure.
2 anytime soon.
I honestly
You know what I
think
mean?
like I said this from the beginning. There's so many licensing. I wouldn't be surprised if they agreed to
small.
a 2-game deal to where like they could just renew it because that's what
I really hope so.
Capcom does. Whenever they do a crossover game, they always sign a multiple deal. That's why you have CVS 1, CVS 2, but you don't have CVS 3 because it's never gonna happen. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a hey, if we release this game, can we use your character again?
Yeah.
Type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great because I'm sad that future generations might not know Smash because it could fall off really the face of the planet and people won't play it anymore.
I don't
You
know.
really
I mean,
think that might happen? I don't
There's
see that
no
happening.
way they'd let this franchise die.
there's too many
after
iconic
the-
characters.
After this type of a swan song from Sakurai, like they have to, it's going to take years, maybe like close to a
Oh.
decade for the next one.
It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna be very similar to Melee to Brawl. It's gonna be a pretty big gap.
How
in
long
my
was that? 8
opinion.
years?
8 years. Yep. And I think it's going to
That's
be
a
very
long
similar.
time.
It's going to be very similar to that because Sakurai created Melee with the intention of it being the final Smash game. So
Right.
yeah, so you mean like this one
And Melee was rushed too. Yeah.
And he's intending that this one's going to be his final game too, because he's saying if there even was another Smash, it's probably not the roster's not going to be as big as this. Like
I'm okay with
he's
that,
already
honestly.
saying that like it's going to be completely
Like people will still play it, but 4 years from now, if no updates and there's no word on another Smash, it'll be an old game. It'll be considered a classic.
Yeah.
And it's no longer like a relevant modern party.
But the thing about Smash Brothers that what it has is it has the same thing that Mario Kart has, which is it's literally its own genre. Like there's no other, big competitor.
Nickelodeon right there.
Oh
Maybe.
man, we're going on a pretty big Smash tangent
I'm
here. It's
kidding.
already getting a little late.
Nickelodeon, apparently their characters can't seem to speak lately.
Do you guys need to go? You guys need to go because I'm realizing the time. Like we should probably wrap it up. I know we didn't get to talk about Splatoon 3.
I'm just gonna wait till Splatoon 4 comes out. So.
Yeah, but I mean, big quick thoughts with me. I love Splatoon. I love seeing the story stuff. The music is awesome. Callie and Marie and their new sweet, awesome costumes look so cool.
Gameplay, we don't talk about it. It's actually really, really fun for those of you who haven't played it, especially even on this pod. If you guys haven't played it, get in on 3. Everyone's gonna be playing it.
Yeah,
I wait till 4.
Splatoon 3 is gonna be great.
4 is bound to come out.
Like they showed off some things. It's the City of Chaos, which exactly what I said. It's gonna happen after the final Splatfest. Team Chaos won, and now Splatoon 3, we're in the City of Chaos. The story is gonna revolve around Pearl and Marina this time around, and yeah, so it's gonna be interesting.
I love seeing developers be in love with their properties, and like the developer for Splatoon. He's
that guy's like
always brings a smile to my face.
I was so ready. I was like, come on, just do your stupid 3 pose already. I already know you're gonna do one because he did his dumb 2 pose when Splatoon 2 was announced, and I was like, he's gonna do a 3.
Stretching.
He's gonna do a 3, and he did not disappoint. That guy's amazing.
Also, last thing, ActRaiser looks stupid. Like it looks that looks so ugly. I'm sure it's a great game.
Yeah,
but it looks so ugly. The remake.
If it looks stupid, then it deserves to be insulted.
Yes.
Wow, that's harsh.
All right. I guess we should just close it up. Just any quick final thoughts from anyone else besides ActRaiser is stupid. Thought.
We have 1 week to Metroid Dread. We have 1 week to Nintendo Switch OLED.
That's true.
Who's still getting it? Who's still getting both? Okay. Are you playing Dread? Are you playing Metroid on the Switch, or are you playing Metroid on your big TV?
On the TV.
On the TV.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say
TV. What's the point of getting OLED then?
Right? But whatever, man.
I mean,
I can do it on both. Yeah. Okay, Chris, I can play on both.
I know what you mean.
I've seen comparison videos and pictures, and like the difference is huge. It's crazy. It looks so good.
And that's the thing about OLED is you can't really see it on someone else's screen. Like you're taking a video of something that you don't have. And so when you get it in person, it's going to be even nicer.
Yeah.
Also, Kyo, I've been playing. I made it my goal to finish Yoshi's Island, and I'm almost done with it. It climbed up like 6 ranks. I think it's going to get to like top 3 eventually. But like I realized every time I played it, I never got past like the 2nd or 3rd world because I was just like, okay,
that
whatever.
Game is amazing.
You got to touch Fuzzy, get dizzy, and then you never played it again.
I never realized how many different like the control schemes are very like. There's actually quite an amount of versatility. Like you can do a lot of things in that game. And I'm just like, man, I'm a hardcore fighting game player and I never even got this far. And I never even got to appreciate this until I flew to Texas.
One of my favorite games ever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening to us. Thank you, Black Marker 7,
we're still live?
Joining us in the pod tonight. So thank you everyone for listening to us. I know I told you guys we have a lot to talk about. I knew that Mario movie was going to take a while.
There's still more.
There's still more, but we ran out of time.
We just don't have time.
We don't have time. But yeah, so thank you everyone for listening to us. Be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube by clicking the like button, the subscribe button, and comment on our videos because we like to talk to you. And download our podcast wherever you download them, like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Animal Crossing Pocket Cast, wherever you download podcasts, and allow us to say our goodbyes. Rob.
Adios, everybody.
Kyo.
See you next time.
Ryu.
Moisture is the essence of beauty.
And Chris.
Tune in next week for Switch 4K, fact or fiction.
I can't tell. I'm playing on my big TV. What's going on here?
And from me, your host, J-Playstar, thank you everyone for listening to us here tonight. And until next time, we shall catch you on the Switch side.
Ooh, I think that was the first time we did all together.
Didn't even try.
Oh yeah!
I'm filming the giveaway video next week. So.
Oh yeah!